here I am on the Van Buren Bridge that I drive across every day as I come in and out of Corvallis over this beautiful river, the Willamette River. And I thought this was a good place as I'm journeying through our town to tell the story of and talk about the story of Noah and the flood. It's the next story in this creation to Christ journey. And as we get ready for Advent and thinking about who Jesus is and what he does to complete the story, I think we'll find a lot of important things. So you can pause, read Genesis 6 through 9, or maybe have your kids recount the story, or you recount the story, and then we'll come back and talk a little bit about what it means for us. So as I think about the story, what strikes me is it's like many of the stories in the Old Testament. It's mixed with the righteousness and judgment of God because of our sin, but it's also full of his grace and his mercy, his covenant and his faithfulness to his people, that he, in the darkest of times, and that was a dark, violent time that Noah lived in, God had a plan to do something good. And in our dark time, we can have hope that he is going to do good things. And as we look to Christ at Christmas and we think about what he brings in his beautiful redemption story, we see that he is like, faith in Jesus is like the ark. That when you're closed up in him, when you're inside of Christ, the judgment that comes down on the rest of the world is sheltered. And what's so beautiful is that's offered to all who believe and all who would follow Jesus and obey him. And also what we see is the wonderful promise at the end. Promise of not judging the world in that way again. And also a reinstitution that after sin's taken care of, there is a new beginning where we can be about the mission that God gave us. The mission of multiplying and being fruitful and filling the earth. And just like as Noah got busy and made a vineyard and started making wine, of course he drank too much, and not saying you can't drink a little bit here at Christmas and enjoy the time. One of my favorite stories about the first Christmas that the Pilgrims had was that they broke open a keg of beer on the Mayflower. But as Noah made that vineyard and made wine, we see that God was going to bring fruit and he was going to bring celebration. And all throughout the story of our redemption, we see that God creates place for celebration, for joy, and for hope. And so I hope that you see the hope in front of you. And I pray that we would share with the people around us where we live, work, learn, and play. Share with them the hope we have in Jesus. Because that's the true gift of Christmas. And I pray that we would believe that just like God brought hope in the deluge, he's going to bring hope in our day. Lord bless you guys.